seeing it 5 times, though, if he's continuing to win with it, would you?
Well, if you're in the 5th game, that means you've beaten him half the time.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's
the math checks. I can see that.
But specifically, Malzahar is something that I think Crown is better at than Xiaohu was, and I think that is a very reasonable counterpick, especially with the way that Samsung can potentially beat SKT. Like, they can keep the Galio mostly at bay with the Malzahar, and then they can win through the bottom and the top lane, which is how I think Samsung can win. I love seeing Crown in the position where he doesn't have to be the guy who beats Faker. We know it's incredibly hard. He says anyone can do it, but if Crown beats Faker, it's because he enables his team to beat Faker, not because he does it individually.
Frost, final thoughts on this matchup?
For me, you also have to then open up to the jungle pool, and Peanut and Blank, for me, have kind of been more of a non-factor, but if you look at Crown, yeah, Crown versus Faker, that's definitely lopsided. But Crown and Ambition versus Faker and Blank / Peanut, I actually think that's more even weighted towards Samsung Galaxy if it's a 2v2 and not a 1v1.
All right, well, you've already done a little bit of the work for me, but I was about to say, as we've spotlighted 2 of the key matchups here, let's zoom out a little bit. Look at these teams stylistically, holistically, how they plan to play coming into the day. You hit on it a little bit. Samsung's got this very perfected singular strategy. SK Telecom still kind of searching for theirs. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I'm going to jump back on this. Now, if you look at Samsung, their style, it looks boring. It's hard to figure out. It's kind of got this invisible pressure. They're constantly trading objectives. They can go 17 minutes. Irene did a great breakdown of it, where nothing happens in terms of kills, but it is just so suffocating. And when it's played perfect, it is beautiful to watch. Now my question is, Team WE, they just watch. Samsung, they kind of passively lost the game, like we can't do anything. But SKT don't strike me as that type of team. So like, how much farther down the rabbit hole will there be answers to what Samsung are doing? Are they going to be able to rip SKT apart in the same kind of map play that they did to Team WE?
And I think Homer had the right read. He talked about the importance of the bot lane. We focused on mid, we focused on top. It's not about Crown and, not about Ruler and Core JJ getting double kills in bot side. The task for the Samsung bot lane is a pretty straightforward one. They need to pick up the first turn. In the knockout stages, 5 out of 6 of their wins was taking bot lane top with Varus, a pushing lane, and from there, rotating around the map, and their macro play, their vision, their ability to cross-map is among the best of the tournament. So to me, it starts with playing through bot lane. That's why when you talk about leaving Galio up, I'm like, uh-oh, that's another champion that can hit the bot lane. If they can make bot lane an island, they'll be happy. That's a quick hit.
Yeah. I just think a lot of it's to the draft too, because when you look at the WE game, they drafted so heavily for team fighting, then Samsung spreads the map. Don't give them the team fight.
Well, we talk about, Samsung Galaxy and their one style. We actually had an opportunity to talk to Ambition about where he thought they may have fallen short last year. Let's take a look.
작년에는 상대가 저희 그보다 훨씬 더 강팀이라고 생각을 했거든요. 근데 그래서 우리는 정석으로 가지 말고 변수 픽을 준비해보자. 상대가 상대해보지 못한 그런 픽을 가져가야 승산이 있지 않을까 싶었는데 막상 1경기와 2경기 해봤을 때 오히려 이런 픽을 해서 우리가 더 말리는 것 같다, 그런 생각을 많이 했거든요. 그냥 오히려 실력으로 승부를 보는 게 더 승산이 있지 않았을까라는 그런 후회가 좀 많이 남았었거든요. 그래서 이번에는 그냥 우리가 실력이 더 좋다고 생각을 하고 그런 마음가짐으로 준비를 하면은 이기든 지더라도 후회는 없을 것 같아요.
Yeah, and I love hearing that from Ambition, because it means that they will go into this match without the fear that we may have seen last year, and SKT
style because he doesn't make very many mistakes. He controls the vision so well, and that enables them to play this almost perfected game.
Alrighty, well, we'll see which of these players will be crowned kings at the end of today's games. From the first series to the championship match, you can follow the best of the Rift in more places than ever before. T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network. And as we finish our journey through China, you at home have been leaving your mark in-game. During the tournament, you've thrown in your contributions to the championship prize pool by purchasing the championship Ash and Ward skin, bringing our final total to over $4.5 million.
And that means over $2.3 million is also going to charity, so give yourselves a round of applause at home.
I love to hear that. Make sure you vote for which charity you want at least 50% of the contributions to go to. It will be split among 3 overall. Now, along with the prize money comes the glory, of course, of lifting the Summoner's Cup Championship Edition Destroyer jackets, and of course you will be immortalized in the game with your own set of skins. Not that SKT needs another set.
You can never have enough. They need one for every day of the week, Dash.
I don't know about you guys. I need SKT Galleon. I'm pretty hyped about that if we get. Oh, that would be
Crown
absolutely
Samsung Malzahar if
Okay.
it pulls out.
Okay.
There's so
Alright.
much that can still be decided.
Yeah, I just love the joke of the Dragon Slayer skins. The fact that Samsung don't technically need to win. Just the next Dragon Slayer skins, those are theirs.
That would be sweet. Well, as we're about 5 minutes away from the opening ceremony, let's go ahead and talk once again about the venue, the levity of this event. It's just about full as fans are streaming in, but we talk about for Faker, you know, not making it to the Korean World Final in the Songnam Stadium, that this arena far surpasses the size of any final that even he has played.
I mean, if you want a signpost or a spotlight that we've done it, that we've made it, I can't think of a bigger one on earth than the Bird's Nest. And yes, it is about Faker finally getting to play in that stadium high-intense match. And you can't even see it really on the screen, but we go all the way up to the nosebleeds, and it is packed up there.
Yeah, and these are the moments that define careers. You can do as well as you want during the regular season. You can win regular season MVP awards, and Mooney has had an undefeated season in the European LCS, but he knows this is the biggest match he has ever played. He's a non-returning member of this SKT World Final. He's in his first World Final in this stage, and the legacies of all these players changes drastically based on the result that happened just in this best of 5.
I mean, you want to talk about defining careers. Indulge me in my nerdy track and field moment, but this is the exact track in which Usain Bolt broke his own 100-meter record, the first man to ever go under
9.7. He ran 9.69 on this track, slapping his chest with 30 meters left to go in the 100, and breaks a world record in this arena. I mean, just a spectacular event as a whole, and we get to say that esports athletes are now joining traditional athletes in terms of the venue, the grandeur of the event as we celebrate it.
And we all know he couldn't 1v1 Baker.
No, exactly! Get him a mouse and a keyboard. 1v1 on the stage. I mean, you and Frost actually got to play in a playtest yesterday. He put the smack down on the production team from behind the scenes.